information we're supposed to collect when we go out.
Yeah, you pass this around.
Yeah.
All right. All the same.
It's just fill in the blanks in a way.
Yeah.
So it's a simple reminder. But once you get on the water, everything becomes more challenging. For one, you got to stay upright in your kayak. And I've got a kayak over there that I can't stay upright in. So let's just practice here. Say this is a bad time of day because the visibility is worse. Oh, good.
So you're trying to figure out how far you can still see it?
I see that. I'm gonna stay right here.
So
I found it.
So the point of this is to see how deep you can see the Secchi does.
So I'll do it shorter for you.
Okay.
So what happens is, okay, you've let it all the way go. It's a weighted disc. It goes to the bottom. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
Then all you do is raise it up until you can just see the outline. See how you just see it?
Yeah.
Then all you do is mark that.
Measure that.
And let me show you what you measure this. Here, you can do the measuring. I'm sorry. So make sure you're touching the disc itself.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. Okay. So how many
25 inches.
centimeters?
Centimeters.
67.
67 centimeters.
66, 67. Sure.
Yeah.
67.
So what's that, about a foot and a half?
Yeah, 25 inches.
25 inches.
Oh, 2 feet.
26 inches.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So then there's the correction factor.
Tide. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no. For the Secchi reading, for clarity, that's all you do.
Okay.
And you mark down 25 inches.
Yeah, they must know.
No, centimeters. 67 centimeters.
This is for the actual depth. So we'd go back and do the same thing, and for the depth, and say the depth was like that, and then you would measure that 63, and you go, oh, that's 3, minus the correction for the depth. So that way,
and we don't deal with factor the tide, and somebody else does that because we're
you're supposed to record whether it's high, low, medium, what the tide is.
But as long as you put down day and time,
you can always look it up later.
Yeah.
Now the best time to go out to find grass is at low tide. Because what happens is the grass is only, so high. At low tide, it means you only have this much water to spot it. But at high tide, it's like this and you can't see it.
Yeah.
And at low tide, you could technically walk in a lot of areas.
And
sounds like it's a lot easier.
If you wanted to wade out, then that would be, I'm really glad I put my phone in that other thing.
Yeah.
If you wanted to wade, it's totally legitimate to go wade and do all this like this in a grass bed. Problem is, that's the nearest bed around the corner up there by that second red mark. How are you getting there by foot? So you could get there by water, then you really have to secure your boat and anchor, get out of the boat, and it just makes things more complicated. That's why I'm thinking 2 feet of water, we need to be in kayaks, and we'll do the best we can with kayaks.
I brought my anchor.
Okay.
Oh, yes! Okay, so...
want to take this?
Yeah, now you try. It's waterproof, so we don't have to worry about that.
And is it notched in metric now, or is it inches still?
Those little black marks are notched every 33 centimeters.
So that's a no-go because you can still see it, so you gotta get deeper.
So I'd have to go deeper. But still, you can still see that.
Yep.
Here.
Hey, so here's some grass.
Yeah, floating grass.
And what is this?
This looks like widgeon grass. This is what I've been finding all day long.
Oh.
What species is that?
I
Widgeon
believe
grass.
this is a widgeon grass because there's no symmetry to the way these leaves, they just sort of jut off. And the horned pondweed, wherever you see a branch, tends to have another one going on the other direction, very close together.
Is widgeon the most popular in the river?
These guys. Now, when we're doing the survey, we can use this to practice identifying grasses. This is personally legitimate, but Brooke at DNR doesn't want us to include any floating grass in the project.
Okay.
Because it could have come from anywhere.
Okay.
So she wants us to rake up or identify the grass in place so that we know over there, for example, it's widgeon and it's hornweed, and there's a little bit of this other thing we're not sure. So you take that other thing home and you study and go,
Brooke is okay with us pulling
Yes.
samples out of the bottom?
Yeah. That's part of the process.
Okay.